recommendations and the actual proposals between the school district and the city police department. We took back from the board a challenge to go back and really see if we could negotiate additional reductions based on the conversation we had last week for coverage for our football games. So after the meeting last Wednesday, district administrators, basically the entire cabinet in the district and myself, met with the police, we met with the commissioner, we met with the captains of the department, and had a very open and candid discussion about what our concerns were, what questions we had on the table, even taking back questions and concerns that the board had presented throughout this entire process, including last Wednesday evening. The police department listened. It definitely was a two-way conversation. They took that information back for further discussion and consideration with department and city personnel. And after additional debate on the topic, the department contacted us back, and they remain steadfast in their request that we employ 5 police officers as part of the security detail for the football games. All we're talking about at this point is football.
I will not support 5 officers at a football game. If Reading can do it, if Lancaster can do it, we certainly can do it. And I will not support 5 officers at a football game. We have other staff that we can take there, other hall monitors, and I think we need to put the community and the kids, give them an opportunity to handle this without police coverage if they refuse to go down to 3.
I feel we need to have a police presence for the reasons that I want to make sure that we provide security. If this board says we're not going to agree with that, and therefore none will be there, and there is an incident, who's at risk here? Is there an issue that we have to be concerned about? I don't know the answer to that, Mr. Gill. I just know that we have a policy that puts out authority. I can see changing the board policy and saying it's really the board's decision to make, not the superintendent's decision to make. But right now it says the superintendent is responsible party, not this board.
All right, I have 2 things to say on that, okay? If the staffing of your security force is done properly, let's say, I'll say for example, at a Central game, you'll see that their staff are identified with orange shirts, and even at the basketball games, they are looking at the crowd and not the game. And if we employ people and let them know that they are there to watch the crowd and make sure there's nothing going on, and you get that stuff off before it happens, you won't have any problems. The other thing is, and it's unfortunate, but to put that on the superintendent to make that decision on whether or not we need police at the games, I'd like to see the superintendent at the games to be able to judge that. And I haven't seen the superintendent at the games to be able to make that judgment.
In last year she was at the games. I know that, the home games, because I used to sit with her at times, so I know she's been there. She and the principal.
Well, they're home and away games, Tom. And that judgment can be made at home and away games. This is the support of our kids.
I understand.
Morgan, I appreciate your feedback. But I really, first of all, want to correct you. Yes, there are away and there are home games, and I have been at the home games. I have not been at the away game that you're referencing that we just experienced. And I intend to be there Friday evening, but I also have decided on behalf of this administration that we needed to make a decision in the best interest of our students, of our community, and of our parents. And hearing the police department, the commissioner, the 2 captains, and they themselves went back and spoke with their superior, meaning city officials, as well as their staff members who would be working the games, clearly laid out that this is about safety for all. And I know we can argue this for many days ahead, but I do not feel comfortable putting at risk anyone that's attending that game.
That we need 5 police officers, 5 or 6 security members, and hall monitors for a sporting event. We've had several successful seasons. We're going to have a successful season this year. People are coming to watch a talented group of individuals. They're not coming to watch the Saturday night fight or the Friday night fight. And that's just, I mean, that's just a perception that I have, and it's all in perception. And I think that if the police really wanted to work with us, and the administration wanted to work with us, they will go back and tell them 3. And if they are concerned about the safety of the people in this community, and we want 3, they will make a presence of 3. But if you let them tell you 5, and you sit here and you agree and say, okay, well, we said 3, but they're saying 5 or none, and you say, okay, we'll take your 5, you're just creating something that has been done year after year after year. If you stand fast and say 3, you will end up with 3. They are not going to just sit back and say, no, we're not coming.
Your opinion that we need that much security at our games is an affront to me and an affront to many people in this community that I have talked to.
We are the only school in this county where you have to go through a metal detector to get into the football game. We are the only school in the county where there are going to be 5 police officers, 6 security officers, and I believe 7 or 8 or 9 hall monitors. You can't tell me that's not overkill. So if we're going to put 5 police officers, we need to cut back on our security personnel and our monitors. The people that work for the district, our monitors being probably the lowest paid individuals in the district, who rely on that overtime to take care of their families, to improve the quality of life in their homes.